I'm waiting.
They picked Morphling.
They did pick Morphling.
Sammy Boy's their Morphling player.
I'm sure Gunner can play Morphling as well.
You think it's going to be Gunner Morphling?
Uh,
Oh, yeah. I guess it has to be because Pango just gets destroyed by Morphling in the mid lane.
Yep.
So it's probably just going to be the Morphling mid. Yeah, I think you're right.
Mm-hmm. So it's probably, that one's probably going to be Gunner. They have a lack of hard lockdown right now. The only thing they have is the Stormbolt, and Morphling is able to dodge it if he waveforms through it, and it takes a moment to come out towards the target. So he's always going to be able to get his attribute shift off before the Stormbolt connects with him.
Now, if you know what I really love?
What do you love?
This Pacific Punch monster. It's just so damn good. I don't know why. I'm a big fan. Craving these constantly. I got a few more, a couple of other nice little flavors next to me. You still got yours? What are you drinking?
I'm still nursing this Mango Loco. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm having a loco time here.
Very nice. So, Zoomers will be needing what I'm assuming is going to be their 5 position for the safe lane. They're taking their time with some bans here.
They are.
Both teams saving a support? Is that what we're seeing here?
Dyer's turn to ban.
We ban the Storm.
Turn to ban.
Phoenix could be played as a support.
Phoenix and Pango could both go 4 position, right?
Yep.
So
but
they could
probably
just
Pango in the mid. They're probably going to pick an offlaner here next on Thunder Predator. They need somebody who's able to sit in front of the rest of the heroes here. I feel. I'm not sure who that's going to be though. I mean, Mars maybe, but at the same time, you need more hard lockdown for this Morphling.
Yeah, they're predicting a new mid laner here. I think they know that it's going to be the Morphling in the mid, and so they're just going to go ahead and dodge that lane with the Pango. Probably run him as the 4 position with the Phoenix, and then pick the new mid lane.
Or a 3 with the Pango.
Do you think? Yeah, I mean, Sacred does play Pango actually quite a bit. That is true. He is a Pango and a Phoenix player, so he could take either of them. And against the Clinks, it makes a lot more sense to not run Phoenix as the core, right?
Yep. And just get bursted down. It comes, I don't know, Windwalk, Strafed. It's interesting how they keep reworking Clinks' ability. It's very annoying to follow.
Yeah, absolutely. Strafe has been reworked almost every patch, every major patch for the last 2 years, has it not?
Yeah, they can't quite decide how they want to do it. It was really funny for a little while. You would dodge. Do you still dodge projectiles with it now?
Dude, I have no idea. I think you just dodge auto attacks. I think it's just you dodge auto attacks for a certain amount of seconds. I don't know if it's projectiles still or not.
But it was very funny. For a while, you would dodge projectiles. So if a Chain Frost came out onto you, it would bounce off yourself.
Yeah, I remember that. It would just until it hit you.
It's just ranged attackers. You get 100% evasion for it.
That's what I thought. I was like, I think the projectiles was removed. Now, that being said, I think there was only 2 patches in the last 2 years. So, I mean, not a ton of changes, but it's hard to keep up with them all.
Yep. It's really something that I should be following, but the Clinks changes at the very least, but nobody picks the heroes.
Yeah, it's only Zoomers, man. They're the only ones who do it. That's a big beefy boy.
Even my pubs, nobody picks the Clinks.
Yeah. It was picked in that 4 position role for a while in the mid lane for a while after Crit made it really popular, and then they just completely reworked the hero. Yeah. But I really like this Ogre pick. I mean, this is fantastic. A great frontliner for the Morphling in the lane. Does really good against Pango. You just ignite him and run him down, or even the Phoenix. You can kind of force the Swashbuckle defensively, because if he decides to use it offensively, you can just go for the kill. Ooh. What do you think of the Shadow Fiend? I'm a big fan of Leo-style Shadow Fiend.
I mean, I'm a big fan of Leo style. I'm not a fan of Shadow Fiend.
Really?
I think it's very easy to punish.
Yeah.
You have to soak up so much farm on him. You have to build so defensively against basically anybody you play. If you pop off, great. You're doing awesome, but you just pop like a gold pinata. I think the heroes kind of struggled ever since they changed them around, and ever since 5 years ago when they added the swing the rubber band mechanics into Dota. Shadow Fiends felt a little bit underwhelming.
They did make it so you don't get as dumpstered if you die nowadays, which is really nice.
Yeah. It's easier to get your souls back up to max. It's only a max of 20 now. You still lose half when you die, but you get 4 damage per soul. So they've done these various buffs. The other one they did like ages back, where you have the fear when you get hit by the ultimate, also feels pretty good, but it just shows that Shadow Fiend hasn't really scaled with the times. The game played a little bit differently. I think there's a place for him in competitive Dota, but he struggles to find that place.
I mean, this is a decent Blink Yules game on Shadow Fiend. Like, Gunnar, if he doesn't have a Linken's, just dies to Leo Styles Shadow Fiend. 100 to 0 at any point in the game. And Sammy Boy, honestly, is in a similar scenario if they get the vision.
Yep. They get if they have vision on them, it's just too easy for them to burst them out. That's one of the reasons why I very much liked Zeus and Clinks paired up with each other, but you rarely see that these days. The two of them kind of fill the same purpose, where they sit so far back in the team fights and they can't be hit by anybody. That makes the rest of the team very susceptible to getting blown up. Works in pubs sometimes, though.
Yeah. Chat confirming what you were saying, where it is Gunnar Morphling. I mean, we see it obviously now, but they're all saying he plays a lot of Morphling all the time, on stream, constantly, stuff like that. Like, I knew it was a hero he played, just not as common, but...
I need to play more or watch more Gunnar stream then.
Dude, Gunnar stream is a very, very nice place to be.
I really need to be able to keep up with what some of these streams are doing a little bit more. It seems to be the thing people get the most frustrated with if you don't follow what the popular streamers are doing. I feel like it's like a double-edged sword, though, because if everyone in Twitch chat knows what you're going to run and how you're going to run it, I mean, the enemy team is going to know, obviously, as they've done some prep work.
Yeah. I mean, you can see what they're spamming in pubs and stuff, but as we said earlier, what they play in pubs is going to be very different than what they play in a competitive match. Like, Brax loves playing Enigma, but he's never going to play it in a competitive game. Like, it just doesn't happen.
Yeah. Well, it happened last patch just because Enigma, 7.26, because you got rewarded for sitting in the lane, and Enigma punishes that so hard. Denies a creep every so often. Too hard to actually kill those Eidolons, and you have 4 targets, the hero and the 3 mini Enigmas.
Uh-oh, Leo Style, he's using the sacred words. Everyone be careful. I'm sure he has level 25. He speaks language of the demons, I believe. I don't remember what it is, what it's called exactly, but he's using the words.
I'm not saying the cursed words.
Cursed words, thank you. Sacred words. I mean, it depends on which side of the coin you're looking from, right?
Yeah.
To some, they may be cursed. To others, they may be sacred.
Sure, to a hero like Shadow Demon or Shadow Fiend, they're sacred. Shadow Demon as well.
To Omni Knight, it's well. That being said, Omni Knight does carry the sigils of the Omniscience on his banners, which are usually, I think, the same lettering used by
30 seconds and counting.
The underworld or the demons or whatever you want to call it.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's all the same text.
That is interesting. That ties in very well with the Omni Knight's lore, which is like, it's not really confirmed whether the Omniscience is good or bad, just that he exists.
Yeah. Good stuff here. Yes. All right. Husky playing really aggressive on the Phoenix, which is on the Phoenix. What? On the Ogre, which is expected here. Just trying to get the rune. Lower ping means runes. Very nice. They're going to go ahead and take 3 on the side of Zoomers. Is he just still beating down Sladen? Yeah, he is. Oh my god, this is just so rude.
Sladen just can't catch a break. None of these Phoenixes can catch a break. He struggled in the last game as well. Husky, he's just going to put his body on the line here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he can just run at Pangolier and at Phoenix the whole lane stage. It seems like Husky just loves picking these types of hero. He was Undying last game. He just presses right-click on a hero and then doesn't stop.
Yeah, and Sladen's got his work cut out for him. I mean, he's going to...
He's ignited.
Yeah, I mean, he's trying to trade with these people underneath the Fire Spirits, but Husky and Sammy Boy are split up, so you have to throw half out onto each of them, meaning you can't really trade for nearly as long as you would like to.
Yeah, I mean, this lane should go pretty darn good here for Sammy Boy. Sladen, I mean, he doesn't have dive either, so he can't really play aggressive at the moment. He's going to have to salve up in a little bit here. Yep, there it goes.
Gunnar is also forced pretty far back this
top lane. Kataro, he's just getting clicked by Ocean, but the save there from MJZ to keep him alive. Ocean Dark Willow is a treat, by the way, for those of you who Ocean and Husky both play the crap out of this hero. It's always a blast to watch them play it.
Very annoying hero to deal with. I'm not sure what the blue skin It looks like somebody in, what was that game called? Never ended up playing it. It was like some sort of social game.
I mean, I'm the last person you'd want to ask then. I have no idea.
I don't know.
She's basically a Smurf at this point. Top lane, Kataro, overcharge, keeping him alive. Another Stormhammer, they're turning around. Mars pops his Fairy Fire, running for his life, but Ocean, he has the Shadow Realm. If he can get another auto attack, they might be able to find him, but Sven, he's trying to hide, but they found him. Ocean with the first blood. Ooh, baby, this lane getting real close.
Yeah, Sladen had almost gone down in the bottom lane at the same time. Sammy Boy getting a couple auto attacks off of him, but he just managed to dive out of the way in time. I think he got disarmed by Sacred as well with that swashbuckle. One of the reasons why they picked up the Clinks, the Pangolier here is just being able to jump on top of the Clink, swashbuckle him, continue to get those auto attacks off, disarm him for the 5 seconds. And turn him into a bag of bones that I was talking about during the drafting phase. I wanted to touch on mid lane earlier, but we didn't get the chance before. Struggling here quite a bit on Gunnar. Forced to put quite a lot of points in his strength. It means he's got almost no damage to last hit with.
Yeah, casual 30. Oh, he gets a last hit under tower. Very nice. He can get this one if he times it. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, he's going to have to salve up soon, right? Morph back to Agi now that he's got the 2 points.
Throw out the adaptive strike, and he still got the denying off the interim Leo style.
And I mean, what do you say? It's a level 25 Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, versus the baby level 24 Morphling.
Yeah, what an absolute baby.
Yeah, Leo style doing such an amazing job at keeping Gunnar zoned out of the lane here, struggling to be able to do anything. And this all started at the first couple of levels. I mean, Leo style, I think he got a lot of mana regen as he's doing this, and just Shadow Rays after Shadow Rays off onto Gunnar, forced him to shift pretty far into strength at the very start of the laning phase to stay in the lane. I mean, he's getting XP, but you're half a level ahead right now on Leo style.
Yeah.
Top lane. Mars, Brax just doing to harass MJZ here. Not much of this is going to stick, though, because he's got the double ring of regen, and anything he loses, or as long as he's tethered up to Kataro, he's going to keep him topped up as well.
Brax got to be a little careful here. Will spear away Kataro, but doesn't actually manage to catch him in the bramble. Brax does have that one last bottle charge. A little bit of harassment coming out from the Shadow Realm, but we'll see now. Who got the power rune mid? Do we see what happened with that?
That was Husky grabbing the invisibility.
Okay. So it didn't go to either of the mid laners, which makes a pretty big difference for that lane.
Grabbing that on Leo style would have made the lane absolutely miserable for Gunnar. He's already not having a very good time. He's starting to recover now. He's got several points in his attribute shift, and he can play with it a little bit more. The first couple of levels are a little bit miserable, though.
Ooh,
Leo style now at 5 minutes.
Uh-oh, he's fine. They didn't want to dive.
5 minutes, Leo style. You contest the enemy bounty rune. Stormbolt would come out, but not much coming from in the top lane. Brambles, though.
Yeah, the Brambles are there. Brax unable to connect on that either, so I think they're just going to try and back away here. Happening bottom as well. Fights happening simultaneously. Sladen dives away. We'll grab the second bounty rune. Refilling that bottle twice now, getting some really good value out of it. It is Sacred's bottle, by the way, yeah?
He's playing Water Boy again. We see quite a bit. Makes sense, though. It's been interesting seeing this come back into the meta. Bottle kind of fell out of favor for a while. I'm not sure if you remember, like, there's something else that happened 5 years ago. Is a lot of the time it was like the job of supports to TV mid and refill their mid's bottle, and they would use their courier to refill the bottle all the time. I'm glad they took the courier feature out of
bottle crowing was the worst thing that ever existed.
And there's only one courier at the time. Man, we got it good these days.
Yeah. Mid lane, a huge rotation, but they don't catch the roots. It's just basically to secure this rune for the Morphling, but they're going to harass out Leo style a little bit as well as they get the nice high ground ward there. Gunnar, he's going to turn himself into the into the Shadow Fiend, get a triple raise off now as they try and dive even for their waveform forward. Adaptive strike not even necessary. A great dive there from the 4 Zoomers. Completely unpunished, like Sladen TP's in really late for this.
It's difficult for them to be able to save them from a dive, though, which is one of the reasons why Shadow Fiend, I feel, isn't such a good hero. I mean, You have to pick your support so well around him. Slayton's stunned up. They're not going to be able to grab him, though. He's still got fire.
Interesting. The Bramble doesn't cancel Icarus Dive. Good to know. I mean, Gunner's in. He's got that Morphling pop, just melts Slayton, and now Leo Style, he just came back. Swashbuckle in from Sacred, not quite level 6, but they're going to look for Leo Style, the Cursed Crown, stunning him up. So much damage coming up from the Morphling. One more auto attack, but he can't find it. Leo Style going to survive. Sacred does have to be careful. Swashbuckle in 1 second gets the disarm. Now Gunner morphing away, trying to survive this burst damage. He does have that waveform. Will make. Oh, he doesn't make it to the low ground, and Leo Style, the full range raise there, is going to catch him.
Turns it around on him, and he had so many stacks to Shadow Rays up onto him going down. So lost the advantage that he managed to get back, but still great rotations there by 4 Zoomers. Overall, the lane still a little bit in the favor of Shadow Fiend. That waveform to low ground, a bit of a misplay. He didn't need to use that waveform right away there either. Yeah, definitely used it a little bit early and ended up going down because of it.
So far, net worth, slight advantage for 4 Zoomers. Not much at all, though. Sammy Boy is doing a really good job in the bottom lane, getting a lot of solo experience here. He's level 7 to Sacred's, 5 1/3. So he's quite a bit away from getting that level 6, which makes Clinks pretty scary at the moment.
I'm curious as to what he's going to go after this medallion occurrence. If he'll go straight for a Solar Crest or a Desolator afterwards. I mean, he doesn't necessarily need to be the one pumping out the damage.
Ooh, they caught Io. The Arena Spear, the first one of the game, going to get caught right onto the support, rotating back into the mid lane. This is Zoomers. Once again, they're just applying so much pressure on Leo Styles' lane. And they're going to try and just take the tower, I imagine. Like, punish anyone who decides to come here. There's going to be the Fire Blast into the Cursed Crown. Slayton forced to dive away, but Leo Style, he's going to get himself a triple raise find right on top of that Ogre. Sacred still not quite level 6. Speared into the wall. He's going to come right into a Bramble. Potentially, no, he is going to survive. More dives coming in here from the Zoomers. They need to be careful. That tower falling pretty low, but you cannot afford to die again on this Morphling. He only has one more waveform. No more raise for a few seconds, so Gunner should survive here. Trying to refill his bottle. Cursed Crown on the back does catch Pangolier. Spears him into the wall. Gunner debating on going in, but a Swashbuckle up onto the high ground. Ocean just going to pop that Shuttle Realm and try and survive as long as he can. Standing on top of the Shadow Fiend. Gunner going to turn himself into the Shadow Fiend. Have that raise potential. The damage that could be there, but Slayton with a nice Sun Ray. They're looking for the IO. They finally get him with the max range raise. And now they will back away on 4 Zoomers. A very long fight.
I don't know what the hell's happening anymore.
Yeah. It's a mess. They got the tower. That's what they wanted, right?
That is exactly what they wanted. They get the tower. Leo Style under even more threat if he walks out right now. And this is one of the issues with the Shadow Fiend draft, or Shadow Fiend draft, especially this one. The guy is very easy to run at, as I mentioned at the start. But when your supports are Wisp and Phoenix here, you have nobody who can stun the enemies to punish them for this diving. Yes, you can keep them alive by throwing out the Fire Spirits and the IO, but it's still slowing down Shadow Fiend's farm. He doesn't have tons of kill potential on his own.
Sacred level 6 now. Doesn't get the Rolling Thunder off. Brax will just take that rune. And there's going to be another 3 runes eventually going the way of 4 Zoomers.
Thank you.
The start of the lane definitely went the way of Leo Style here, but 4 Zoomers showing that it doesn't really matter. It's tons of great movements around the map.
So Sven getting, babied by MJZ right now on the Wisp. Typically how that goes. God Strength coming off cooldown right now. Samuel is top lane. They have Catapult. So is Gunner. Kill on the bottom lane. They catch Sacred. That's going to be the first, another arena usage, but a relocate bottom. They're looking for Ocean. Just gets clapped, and now Brax has to run as Leo Styles here as well. No Yules quite yet. He's going to get that movement speed boost. The spear away. Ends up getting tanked by the IO, allowing him to secure that triple raise on the mark.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Getting rid of Brax, a little bit of extra gold under his belt, and stacking up the Ancients one more time. They don't have, well, they got the Sven who can't clear those. I retract my statement immediately.
Yeah, he'll did he God Strength those kills? He did. Yeah, so he'll pick it up eventually, but right now Kataro focusing on exchanging towers, right? They did just lose top to the Morphling. They'll take bottom and continue this push.
Missed that tower. Small play police.
Yeah, it happens. Gunner missed the top one too. I guess it's missed tower day. I guess, I don't know.
It's tower day, a holiday in Dota 2.
Yes. All right, they've got Penglir level 6, Sladen level 6 on the Phoenix as well. I'm assuming they gave him the tome because I don't think Sladen had that much experience, but I could be wrong.
Don't think so either. Trusty Shovel now picked up by Sammy Boy. He ends up just dropping. What's he got flying out to him? Arcane Ring. Makes sense. Extra armor. Being able to spam his spells a little bit more.
Yeah, it's so good because you just don't have to get a Soul Ring now. Ooh, mid lane. Ocean just takes the regen, but immediately pop by the dive there.
Yeah. It looks like for Zoomers, they want to take this game a little bit faster, going for Vladimir's offering on Brax instead of a Blink Dagger for early kill setup and whatnot. So it's gonna have to respond pretty quickly yourself here on Thunder Predator, and Mechanism is still pretty long way off here on the Wisp.
Husky basically throwing his bodies at them once again. Terrorize can be used, but Sacred's going to go ahead and get that Rolling Thunder off the backside, though. The relocate in, they just blow up the Clinks. He can't do anything to this.
Yeah. I mean, he's out of position. It's as simple as that. But because he's got Gunner playing the Morphling, he's forced to play or farm some of the more dangerous areas of the map. You essentially have two people playing position one here, right?
Yep. Absolutely. Well said, sir. The thing is, like, the Clinks we saw yesterday do really well because he had a great start to the lane, but he also had great heroes running around making space for him. And this game, it doesn't feel like that's the case.
No, it's the opposite this game. He's got to make space for Gunner here, who's still a little bit behind the Shadow Fiend. I mean, they did a great job of getting Gunner a recovery. The start of his lane went absolutely awful. Ludo Style bodied him. But, you know, a couple of good rotations, slow reactions from the heroes on Thunder Predator. He got back online. He's kind of on par with the Shadow Fiend right now. But Morphling needs like 2-3 items in order to take off and feel that effective inside the game.
Yep, and Sven doing what Sven does, and that is increase his net worth advantage over every other hero by a substantial margin. Thanks to the stacks from the Ancient Camps, those couple good kills. And he's so difficult for them to kill now. If Io is at all in the area, I don't know how you actually find that kill. Speaking of finding kills, Phoenix top lane just bursted by Brax and Ocean there.
And they'll open up the rest of the jungle, so they'll continue to get vision up here. Playing very deep in their territory here. Sammy Boy doesn't have the Desolator yet, but Blightstone a little bit easier to harass or bring down this tower. This time with the Invis rune, he's gonna get the ultimate off. Oh no, Sammy Boy!
He's really tanky, but it's not enough. Oh my goodness, the burst damage. He still has Yules available. A nice Terrorize does catch two, but he misses the spear. Sven and Io about to turn it around, see what they can do, and they're just gonna chain stun down the Ogre Ocean here. Nothing left in the tank. Double kill for Leo Style as they chase down Husky for even more, and that should be pretty easy. Sunray on the mark. Husky doing what he can, but gets caught by Sacred. Nice swashbuckle.
I think he got the ultimate on Leo Style off the exact same time the bonus HP from Death Pack expired there.
Is that what it was? I was like, he had so much
timing.
HP. I was so confused.
Yeah, because he took... oh, no. No, he
just took 1,300 damage?
He just took 13, almost 1,400 damage from the ultimate in the raise.
Yeah, that'll do it. So yeah, that was the bonus HP on there too.
Yep. That's scary. It was pretty close to the Death Pack expiring. I think it was maybe 1 second off. I was watching the cooldown there.
Hoshin has found Sladen on the Phoenix, forces that dive up onto the high ground. Does Hoshin chase here? He's got Bedlam and everything. He could just force the egg, and he does. Sammy Boy in range just pops that egg like no problem at all. And now Sacred trying to run away. No Rolling Thunder. They're just going to get themselves 2 kills. What a sick setup.
Yeah, he tried his best there to save the Phoenix, get the disarm off, but that was his escape ability. So.
Yeah, Sammy Boy did a really good job at waiting for that swashbuckle, so he didn't get disarmed as well.
Yeah, you can line up multiple of those, and that was one of the reasons for this Pangolier pickup, right? He sees the Clinks, he reacts, okay, we'll just pick up somebody with the disarm. We'll make him useless for 5 seconds, but Sammy Boy's positioning on this Clinks is very good. Just waits for the abilities to come out. Sladen, leaving the base now. Not even gonna pick up any mangoes on the way. Small play police yet again.
BKB gonna be the next item for Sven. It makes sense, right? He doesn't want to get stuck inside the arena. Doesn't want to get caught by the Terrorize as well. There's a lot of things. I just saw a smoke. Yes, I did. Sladen Sacred and Leo Style looking for Gunner. If they get the Yules, oh, they do? There's going to be the Requiem, the stun. They're chain stun him quite a bit, but he's able to get the morph off. I don't think it matters, though. Will waveform away, but he is all by himself, and that is just going to be an easy pick off for them.
Yeah. Sitting at basically yeah, full strength there. There's nothing he was able to do. Just bursted down.
Counter smoke. They're going to go fight. They just saw them use Requiem, the Rolling Thunder as well. Sammy Boy gonna walk right into Slayton. He's underneath the Sentry, though. He's looking for MJZ. The Desolator damage, it's there, but they're unable to finish him off. The Arena on the mark. The Spear, they catch the Eye of the Terrorize. It's on the mark. Sven now running away, but just stuck in place thanks to the Brambles. Leo Style doing a lot of damage, forcing them out as Clinks has nothing left in the tank. It looks like Husky might be the, again, the one to tank the gank for his team. He's just caught by himself, throwing his body at the enemy heroes there. Ocean trying to slow it down with the Bramble. Curse Crown onto the Pangolier, salving up on Sammy Boy as well. He takes the Curse Crown onto 3. Sacred, what are you doing? They turn it around. They're going on to Kataro. Gunner, he's returned to the fight. Phoenix drops the egg immediately, but Sammy Boy is here. The high ground misses. They're not going to matter. They are going to trade 1-for-1 as they take down Ocean, but Kataro, he's the one that they need to find, coming back in on the owl, keeping him alive, Leo Style. Feeling pretty strong, actually. It might be time for them to back. Brax does have a spear, looking to send that Sven away, but a triple raise once again from the Shadow Fiend. A nice dust, chasing after Sammy Boy, but Husky is here. They're going to stump the IO. He just gets bursted. Couple auto attacks. That one's going to catch. They got him again.
Yeah, no getting away from that. 2 arrows following him, and just one of them was going to do the job there. IO going down, but Brack, continuing to clean, or sorry, Leo Style continuing to clean people off. This guy just doesn't miss any of these raises. He's doing tons of work here. The only issue is that he's a glass cannon. If they get on top of him at any point in these team fights, and by God, they're going to be able to when they have a Clinks, when they have a Mars here. The only thing Mars needs is his Blink Dagger complete.
Yeah, they're getting there. I mean, 4 Zoomers have this moment where they get a couple more items, and they are going to be very scary. How close is he to BKB, though? He's actually not that far. Once they saw his BKB, I think he might be okay, but Roshan under siege, the Deso, and the Medallion should make quick work of this. They're going to need Brax to tank it, but it looks like they're ready to fight on Thunder Predator. How long on Egg? Not for 30 seconds to dive in. Sacred, he gets caught off onto the side, but not caught by the Bramble. Feeling pretty safe. 4 Zoomers do not want to take this fight. It doesn't look like it's going to go in their favor. Pango, Io, Sven seems pretty scary. I don't know.
You're a Lukey fan, are you not?
Yeah, of course.
So you probably have seen what Pango's able to do inside a Roche pit.
Oh yeah, it's not a good time unless you're the Pango.
Yeah. If you're the Pango, it's like playing dodgeball against a bunch of very small children.
That sounds like a blast.
They're going to go for it on Thunder Predator instead.
Yeah, just take it. Why not? Sven, very cool hero. They're debating on going in, but it's just too late. I think they underestimated how fast they can take this on Thunder Predator, and now 4 Zoomers, I mean, they're even more behind. Curse Crown onto the Sven. No way to purge it, but in comes Leo Style. The Terrorize is going to be able to interrupt him. The Arena is there. They spear him into the wall. The Shadow Fiend taking so much damage, but can they finish him off? They do indeed. The multicast there from Husky, but oh my goodness, Kataro just cleaving down these heroes. Morphling knocked down to the low ground. We'll be able to waveform to the other side. Sammy Boy on the backside, he's hunting for the IO, but he's got to be careful. He relocates himself away, and Sacred now comes on in, unable to do a whole lot. The egg does finally go down, but Gunner, he's turned himself into the Phoenix. The Sunray just actually melting that IO, and he's going to dive on forward, really aggressively chasing after Kataro. He does have that Agno Scepter. I'm sorry, the Aegis on the backside, Morphling and Sacred kind of duking it out. They get the first life. Sacred has to, I think, just decide to disengage as Sammy Boy is now chasing after him here. Okay, he did not disengage. He stuck around just a little bit too long, and now Sven 1v4. This guy, he's a god tier hero, but I don't think even him can handle this.
He's just stunned up, disable after disable, and he's going down. So 4 Zoomers, they managed to take that team fight despite it not looking great for them and giving up Roche at the start of it. Every hero going down. I don't give much of a fight recap here. I think it's separated into 2 different instances.
Oh my gosh, he has the clumsy net again on Clinks. That Phoenix, he just like dove in to get the rune and immediately dies to a Clinks who's standing there.
Surprise.
Hi.
It gave him the old, hey, how you doing?
Oh man, and this is kind of what we saw last time with Sammy Boy Clinks, is he hit this moment where he has this Desolator. He happened to get a clumsy net, and suddenly he's just doing an insane amount of damage in these fights. He's 7-2. Doing great.
Yeah. And Leo Styles gonna start to struggle a little bit more. You know, these heroes all able to get on top of him. Talked about Brax, him just needing a blink dagger. It looks like he's not even gonna go for that now, though. He's going straight for the BKB.
It does feel like BKB seems so necessary for both teams this game.
Yeah, I guess they're just worried about the disarm and the rolling thunder coming out from the Pango. Sacred's been doing like he's a fairly big issue, but Zoomers have been keeping him in check.
Katara went for Assault Kuros, going back for the Eye of Scotty. Fantastic against heroes like Clinks. Ooh, is he finding the Eye? Oh, there, the clumsy net. Goodbye. You cannot tether out of that one. Heals coming in from Sladen, but it's just not enough. This is when Clinks is really scary. That was a DD rune, of course. So a little bit of extra damage to rub salt in the wounds there.
Yeah, your double damage and Desolator Medallion of Courage.
He's going to try and maybe force the spells here on the Sven. He doesn't have BKB. The Clumsy Net is there. He's going to use his own and lay into the Sven. The Cursed Crown's going to just stun him up perfectly. They got him. Godlike spree for Clinks. And he ain't done. He's looking for Sacred now. They don't know where he is. He's about to get a big surprise. Oh, boy. He gets the blink, though. Swashbuckle up onto the high ground. I didn't even notice. You got blink Pangolier. Hello? Clumsy Knight in 2? Sammy Boy? He's gonna do it! Oh my god, it's so much damage. The Spirit Way sends Shadow Fiend, so you can't get the Requiem, and they're gonna turn around onto the Phoenix, right down into a Bramble. The Fire Blast is their double kill for Brax. Thunder Predator falling apart.
It feels like there's such little that they're able to do. I mean, they can't turn on this Clinks either. He's got 2,600 HP. He's got Brax in front of him as well. I mean, you go on to him, you're gonna get punished so heavily. Sammy Boy, it's just a matter of time before he starts whacking away at your high ground. I mean, you saw how quickly he blew up here, and his tower's going to go down almost as fast.
I mean, he's going to have an Assault Kuros as well, which, I mean, he's so good against Sven. Right? It's so good against everyone, but incredibly against Sven because you can just mitigate so much of his damage.
I mean, Sven is trying to do that for himself. I mean, he's got Warcry, he's got Assault Kuros, but neither of those things really mattered the last time Clinks wanted them.
Did you notice that Morphling has Aghanim Scepter?
I did notice he was going for that. I didn't see him complete it.
You know why?
Good
old Dark Willow Aghanims, baby. Oh boy, it's on. Yeah, the classic Dark Willow Ags onto a Morphling.
And see these blasters come online.
Sammy Boy is just diving. This guy, no cares in the world, has his BKB, gets disarmed, but they just turn right into the Phoenix, trying to force that egg. A Requiem being pump fake, but he has the BKB, just turns it on immediately, and now he's laying into Sladen. There's going to be the egg on the high ground, but you can't stop him. He gets it, Gunner on the low ground, using that Aghanim Scepter. He just shreds through these heroes. You've lost 3. The Sven goes down, and they chase for more. The BKB comes out from the Shadow Fiend is able to blink away. Sacred rolling thunder on through, but guess what, Gunner? He's got this Shadow Realm, and here they come, baby. That attack range, he's just gonna start laying into Sacred. An ultra kill for the Morphling.
Last man standing right now. The Shadow Fiend, so little he can do, and Sammy Boy turns his eyes onto him. He heals himself to buy himself some time, but that's all you're gonna get is time. You go down regardless of that. Their backs are against the wall. I wouldn't be surprised if they just called it right here. There's nothing that they're able to do.
Yeah, no, they're going to lose 2 lanes of barracks here. You have Morphling Clinks. I don't know how you actually survive this. I mean, you have Sven in 10 seconds, no God Strength. You have Pango coming up, no Rolling Thunder, no Egg. Like, everything is on cooldown here for the side of Thunder Predator.
Brax used the Bulwark to redirect the tower flak onto himself.
I love that. It's so good. I've actually seen Mars, like a Mars die at like level 7 because he used Bulwark on a tier 1 or like a tier 2 tower and just died. Took like 15 tower shots in 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Classic.
Thankfully, Brax knows better than that.
Yeah.
Holds on to it for now, but
I mean, they can just stay here. They have no reason to leave, right? Sammy Boy, they don't have a sentry. They don't see him. Sacred. Oh, he gets the blink. Quick fingers from the boy. Mid lane. They're looking for Sladen, but Ocean would need his blink dagger to catch him.
Morphling. The Aghanim Scepter completed. So they have Sven and Io farming elsewhere. They know they can kill anyone from like 2,000 or like 1,000 range away.
1 second on the clumsy net. He's going to go for it. Oh, he gets the blink this time once again. They are trying to punish this Pangolier, but this guy, he's just too quick. Mid lane instead, they're going to go on to Leo's side. He has BKB available, but on the backside, Sammy Boy just tanking up so much. Slade, he gets speared against the wall. The Shadow Fiend's just dead, and Gunner just laying into them with all of this damage. They take down the Phoenix. Sacred again able to blink away, but now they turn their attention to the tier 4s. Zoomers know what the objective is here, and it doesn't seem like Thunder Predator have any way of stopping this. They are bottom lane pushing the tier 3, but I don't think it really matters. Gunner's going in with the Shadow Realm invisibility. Oh my gosh, disgusting.
I mean, they're trying to get everything they can out of this one, but no buyback on the Shadow Fiend. They're just destroying these tier 3.
He's gonna do it again. He's just gonna do it again. Look at this guy. This isn't fair. Gunner, chill out, dude. Oh my god.
Is this allowed? What is the referee?
There's two Dark Willows fantasies coming true here. Sladen turns himself into an egg, but it can't do anything against Gunner and Sammy Boy sitting there. He's gonna go ahead and waveform himself away. Leo Styles BKB not being put to good use here. Goes ahead and Yules up that Morphling, but just a Stormhammer coming out. A nice Bramble Maze holding them in place, and Klink's gonna start laying into the IO. The damage is just ridiculous, and now Gunner playing so aggressive, turning himself once again into the Dark Willow, getting that Shadow Realm bonus attack range and damage, and Kataro pops his BKB, but doesn't get much out of it. Brax blinks into the fountain and dies, but buys back into the game. They will be able to keep Sven alive for the moment. It appears Sammy Boy died. Okay, Zoomers need to chill out here.
I mean, they've got 2 Raxes. There is one up. They don't have access to it because of the top tier 2 tower, and they're split pushing that one.
Leos, oh no, he gets the Yules off defensively, but they have Shadow Realm still. The arena is there. They pin him against the wall. They take him down. Kentaro, he's in, but so is Gunner, and oh lord, that damage, that Shadow Realm is no joke. Now a root onto the Phoenix, tries to dive away, but it's not going to happen. God's Rebuke says no, and now Sacred blink forward, looking for Gunner, able to hit him with that first Rolling Thunder, but he's already morphing strength, and now Sammy Boy looking for more as he's looking at MJZ, able to get that relocate to safety, but Gunner, as well as Ocean, going to chase down Shadow Fiend here, forcing that BKB. Sacred, he's looking all right for now. Gunner does have a waveform available if he wants to chase after him. Looks like he probably will.
Gunner, he's just
not here to offer some assistance. Double kill for the Klinks. 4 heroes dead on Thunder Predator, and they're gonna go back to actually facing the objective, which is the Sammy Boy's still running to the fountain.
The objective is diving the enemy team's fountain. Yes. Sammy Boy.
That's very cool.
Gone on a little bit too long, following the sacred tradition of Dota 2 when fountain farming. When the enemies are down, you just kick them a little bit more instead of ending the game.
Oh my goodness.
It's that was an absolute slaughter by 4 Zoomers under Thunder Predator that game. I mean, mid lane it went all right for Leo Style at the start, but once they started grouping up and taking these team fights, they're doing amazing. And Thunder Predator, they're no joke. This is an amazing team.
Yeah,
Brax is an addition to the 4 Zoomers lineup. He's doing a great job leading them.
Yeah, this was a sick game. This was just such a sick game all around. Like Ocean on Dark Willow is always something that's a treat to watch, but it is again to me Sammy Boy Klinks. Like it is him all around. Like the last time we saw it yesterday and again today, he crushed it. Like he played a phenomenal game completely.
Yeah, just winning the game with these crowd pleasers as well. The Aghanim Scepter morphling onto the Dark Willow. I mean,
so fun,
the
man.
laser blasters and the morphing like 1,000 range. My God, he absolutely slaughtered Thunder Predator there. But they're gonna need to bounce back from that one coming up in this tournament. You take a defeat like that, and it gets to you.
Yeah, it was crazy. Very well played by 4 Zoomers, starting the tournament off really strong. 4-0 now in the first 2 days. But we got more Dota action coming your way. So for those of you who don't know, we've got 4 best of 2s happening on the BTS Pro Series Season 4 here today. 5-man Midas versus Jaguares Gaming coming up in just a moment. Both of the open qualifier teams, NA versus SA, should be an absolute blast. So stay tuned. We will see you all after just a short break.